Hey guys, Shane from Jaggs Journeys back for another live. Thank you so much for joining me again on our fortnightly Wednesday night fortnight live chats. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy week to spend an hour or so having a chat to me. We talk theme parks, attractions, events based in the Gold Coast. If you're new to this live, Gold Coast theme parks, attractions, events, and there's also other parks around Australia and also internationally on here as well. So if you are new to this, make sure you check out my YouTube channel, Jaggs Journeys, obviously, and you'll find plenty of videos. I think I got well over 600 videos of theme parks, attractions, and events. So I just want to say a big hi to everyone who's jumping on now. Good to see some regular people on there. Thank you all again so much for jumping on. I really appreciate it. Josh, hey Josh, he says my birthday on Saturday and I'm going on a cruise on Friday. Wow, how cool is that? You're lucky. Hey, look, have a very happy birthday for Saturday, Josh. Hope you have an awesome day and an awesome cruise. That sounds absolutely amazing. I've only ever been on one cruise and I absolutely loved it. People are probably going, I didn't see the video to that. Correct. It's still being edited. That's the problem. You film for like 6 days solid. I think it was 5 days, actually. 5 days solid. And I got so much content. Anyway, I'm going to do a shortened version and put something out just on experiencing a cruise. It was just one from Brisbane to Airlie Beach, which we did last year. Actually, it was the year before. So there you go. That's how fast things go and how busy I am in between everything else going on. Anyway, enjoy your cruise, Josh, and your birthday as well. So a big hi to everyone who is jumping on. Appreciate everyone who's jumping on. What we got here? Caleb, is it? Caleb, how are you, mate? I see what you're doing. Thanks for jumping on, my friend. It's Josh's 21st. Oh, no, sorry. It's his 21st cruise. Jeez. I've been on one. So I've got a few to catch up on you, but you obviously love cruising. It is pretty cool, I got to say. Pretty awesome time. Anyone's just saying I'm a bit sorry, I'm a bit late. It's okay. We only just came on, so we're just saying hi to everyone at this point in time. Ryder, how are you, mate? Good to see you on there. Was it Tim Andrew Barens? Is it Barens? Sorry. What's going on with Movie World? Just seems too boring right now. No movie magic at all. Well, I haven't been to Movie World for a couple of weeks. And, you know, when I plan like on a Friday, unless there's an event going on or something specific, I'll actually pretty much get to Friday. I'm very busy during the week. I don't go to theme parks. I'm very busy in my job. I work long hours. Have a family, got things to do. So sometimes I don't plan what I'm doing on the weekend until the Friday night, and I base it around sort of what's happening and what's going on. But a few other things I have, plans for certain videos and things. But yeah, the last weekend I was like, there's nothing sort of really to go to Movie World for last couple of weeks. I mean, it's just per normal, and there's rides down, and that's the time of year it is. But yeah, I mean, mind you, Dreamworld also has rides down right now. So it is the time of year you'll experience rides down at the parks. But look, I think they get through, think about Movie World, let's just say from September, school holidays, what do they have? Heroes and Villains, I think it was. And then it's straight into Fright Nights. Then it's straight into White Christmas. Then it's straight into Hooray for Hollywood. There's so much going on. And then when they get to February, they a lot of their, I guess, Christmas staff that were employed, their contracts actually end. Anyone who's really exceptional will probably get asked to stay on. However, the hours are minimal because it's the quietest time of the year. Everyone's back to work, school, all the rest of it. Not a lot of holiday makers around. So what happens is the park goes really quiet. They drop the staff down. It's just normal. They put rides on maintenance. It's the best time of year in Australia to do it. So therefore, there's not a lot going on. I do get sent a lot of photos from people that are followers and subscribers, and I really appreciate that because some of those people are able to go to the parks during the week, and I'm not able to. So it actually helps keep myself and you guys, because I always will post their content with them as the credit for providing the photo or the video, and it keeps us up to date with what's happening. But I did see a photo come through. I'm pretty sure I posted it in the plaza. They've removed Movie World. This is, and they've removed the photo, the superhero photo stand, I guess, or backdrops. Not sure if they're just refurbishing them, painting them, cleaning them up. Not too sure. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, unless someone on here knows anything more, or they're getting rid of it, or they're changing something. I don't know. So, but anyway, we'll have a look. I'll jump on the website shortly and see if there's any updates on anything. But we will chat on a few things. I'll just jump back to the comments. Again, big hello and welcome to everyone who's jumping on the live stream tonight. I didn't actually even put an Instagram or an ad out saying, hey, don't forget live tonight. I completely forgot, to be honest. I've been so busy to put an ad out. I knew I was on the live. I just forgot to put the ad out. I thought, oh, well, whoever jumps on is cool with me. So, and there's already, I think, 25 of you guys, or guys and ladies. So thank you all very much for jumping on. And a big hello to you all. Hope you've all had an awesome week so far. There is a few comments there. By the way, these are prescription glasses, so I can, and I don't have the best eyesight. So if I look like I'm squinting, I am. I'm trying to read the fine print, and then it scrolls up and I lose my place. But anyway, what we got here? What else we got? All right. What cruise ship did I go on? I went on the Quantum of the Seas. Again, it was about nearly 2 years ago now. Actually, nearly exactly 2 years ago. Brisbane to Airlie Beach and back. I think it was 4 nights, 5 days. Really enjoyed it. Loved it. First cruise ever, and loved it. I'll be putting out a little video. I mean, it's still a cruise. So if no one's been on one before, it's just I sort of go around and tale about it and what the go is. That ship though is I think at the end of this year it might be heading back to America, and I don't think that one's coming back here. I think another Royal Caribbean will come down, I believe, but it still doesn't matter. You still do the same things, and they have similar shows and all the rest of it, all sort of different, similar structures, I guess. Oz Theme Parks, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Matt Muffet, how are you, my friend? Hope to see you again soon, mate. Haven't seen you guys for a while, actually, at the parks. Mind you, everyone's busy, so that's all cool. But I appreciate you guys' support ongoing. I'll be going on my cruise soon. 2 weeks, can't wait. Says Sonic and Shadow and Tails and Knuckles. Well, that sounds cool too. Hope you have awesome time. 14th. Oh, you're going to New Zealand? Wow, I heard that the Tasman Sea's a little bit choppy, but at least those big ships are pretty stable, I guess. That sounds cool. That's awesome. What roller coasters can I go on at SeaWorld safely? Disability. Okay, so if you've got a disability, the best thing to do is you go to guest services. Okay, so at SeaWorld, it's at the top terrace. So as soon as you walk in, you're at the top terrace, and it's just down to the left where Animal Adventures is as well, or the check-in center. Just before you walk down the concrete toward the penguin area, excuse me, you go there and you explain, I guess, what your situation is, and they will be able to tell you what rides you're able to do. I don't want to give you that advice because I can't give you that advice because I don't know your situation and also what the requirements are for the rides, but they will tell you and they will be able to advise you correctly and also advise you on how to, get onto that ride and that sort of thing. So always, that's the best option there. That's probably the best information that I can give you on that one. I hope that's of some help. I was a writer saying I was at Movie World last Sunday. I noticed that dispatch times on the flight of the Wicked Witch was actually decent. Was that because it was really quiet, hardly anyone there, or was it because they've changed something in I guess their operational procedures? Because it is what it has been from the start, a pretty lengthy, like you say, it has been pretty lengthy, the dispatch times on that ride. It is only one coaster, obviously, as well. Which doesn't help. Like, for example, Kansas Twister, there's two coasters. It's really, even on busy day, the queue time is usually only about 45 to an hour, like on the busiest of days. In fact, I haven't actually even seen it over 45. Usually it's a lot less too. And then two coasters. So, the throughput's a lot quicker and the dispatch times are fast. So, that is good to hear. If Flight of the Wicked Witch is definitely getting faster and better, that's great. Next time I go there, I'll probably jump on and check it out. All right, what do we got here? Hey, John, thanks for jumping on. GC Party Buses. See you on Saturday for a beer. Possibly have one. I got to drive back to the Gold Coast as well, but yeah, have a light beer. I'm sure most of you have seen things I've posted on Instagram or stories about the. Obviously, I do a podcast with two of the other guys. So with Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan and Riley from That's So Mid. So we do the Theme Park Cartel podcast. If you haven't already heard it, go to Spotify or your streaming platform where you get your podcasts. Check out the Theme Park Cartel podcast. But anyway, we have an event. We're probably the first Australian theme park enthusiasts to do an event. Now, this is actually a ticketed event. We've sold out as all the tickets are sold. So, and it's at Aussie World this Saturday. So, everyone will have a wristband because we're doing other things. It actually costs, we worked it out that the price of what we're doing actually costs a little bit less than the actual entry to get into Aussie World just for a regular day. So you get the day at Aussie World, but also we're doing a few other things. Like we've got some Q&As with some of the park engineers and management. We've got a lights on tour of the Mayhem Maze. We've got exclusive use of rides for like certain periods of time during the day, this kind of thing. And it's really just for enthusiasts. So it's not really a meetup for us as such. It's really, it's really just, I guess, a bunch of enthusiasts getting together and just enjoying something different. We're just trying to do something different. So it's pretty cool. We'll be doing more events like that as well, throughout the year. So we've got a lot of stuff in the plans for that. So, and John, who was just mentioning before, GC Party Bus, him and his wife are coming up as well. So, look forward to seeing you there. Definitely we'll have a chat as well about a few other things going on. So, good stuff. Can't wait for that. All right, so Oz Theme Parks. As far as we know, is Scooby still on track for 2025 opening? Okay, at this point in time, I can probably say yes. They have come into some issues. Nothing that's it's not movie boards issues, but obviously it's impacting the potential opening time. So Mac Rides, who is doing the multi-million-dollar upgrades, a lot of the parts for that ride they need aren't available anymore. Well, they're not even made anymore, or made by the manufacturer that used to make them and that. So they're having to go elsewhere. They're having to, get things made specifically. So there's been additional cost involved, additional time. So there is no set time on this. Look, I know they're quite well. Put it this way: they want that open yesterday, if you know what I mean, right? So, but they want it to be right. So, I think that they're hoping for mid-year, like June, July, school holidays. But it's probably more likely going to be September, October, or even possibly it may push out to the December summer period. That's if, I guess, things not quite ready, or they can't quite, if Mac can't quite get everything together, or the parts they need, what have you. I mean, it's I don't know the details around specific parts or anything, so don't ask me that. But that's all I know at this point. look, worst case scenario, an absolute worst case scenario, if they've got to push it out to next year, then they will, and that's just for they want it to be right. So, and look, we all could get a surprise and bang, it opens tomorrow. I mean, you never know because obviously they don't want to say anything until they know specifically, but they've come into a few issues there. So, I know Mac's working really hard to get that sorted. So, it's about as much as I can sort of say, and that is from a very, very reliable source as well. So, all right. Yeah, we can't wait though. Definitely, I love Scooby Doo. Can't wait to see the changes as well. I'll be going on the Carnival cruise this Saturday night, and on the last night, I'm going to try that seafood dish. Oh, Carnival. Yes, Carnival. That's right. It's the last night for Carnival this Saturday at SeaWorld. He's talking about the seafood dish, the one I featured, and also made I think I made a reel on that, or TikTok. I think I put on both. But that the shrimp boil. I don't eat seafood, but I can tell you, I know the chef, or Captain Tomo, the chef, the head chef, personally, and also friends and family of mine have had that dish, and they say it's absolutely delicious. This year, also they've added that Louisiana dirty rice, which you can also buy separately, which is what I had, and that was still delicious, like on its own. But it even comes with the seafood boil. So yeah, you'll definitely enjoy that. So I hope you have a great night at Carnival. Don't miss out on the show on the lake. There's 3 shows during the night. I think it's 7:15, 7:45, and I think 8:30. But don't take my word for that. Check the app. Make sure you got the right times there, just to be sure. There's also the dolphin shows on. I think they do 2 shows a night as well. But I find it's really hard for time. If you want to do that, you miss out on other things. So depends what your priorities are. All right, but enjoy. Are all SeaWorld roller coasters open this weekend? Let's have a look at the app. If you haven't already got the app, you can just download the Village Roadshow theme parks app, and you can select the park you want to select. You can go to info, and then you select park maintenance schedule. So currently, I'll tell you what is on maintenance. All right, so I think you're going to be pretty good. Excuse me. But what is on maintenance is a lot of kids rides actually. So the Bikini Bottom Crosstown Express, it's the boat or the submarine that goes like that. Ninja Flyers are down. Actually, a lot of the Nickelodeon, because SpongeBob's Boating School, that's the kids roller coaster, that's down on maintenance as well. And then what's the date? Yeah, so Trident in the Atlantis area, that's the tower, 42-meter tower with the spins around on the top on the chairs. That is down as well. It looks like Leviathan's open, Storm's open, Jet Rescue looks like it's open. Yeah. Now, there is maintenance coming up for those. I won't. It's probably not going to come up very good because it's just going to flare out, I think. But anyway, there's maintenance coming up. It'll tell you on the app the dates that the maintenance is going to happen on the certain rides. So if you're not living in here and you're planning a trip to Gold Coast and you specifically want to ride the Leviathan and you're coming up here at the beginning of November, well, it's going to be down on maintenance. So just, look at that. I think it's also down on maintenance March, 17th of March to the 4th of April as well. So, so I guess, like everyone loves Leviathan. It's one of the best coasters around, particularly obviously being a wooden coaster. But check that out because you'll definitely need to plan around those maintenance schedules if you're specifically wanting to ride some rides. Things can change on the day too, though. Like as I found out the other day with Jungle Rush, things can go down on the day for for just a unplanned maintenance essentially. So yeah, it happens. Anyway, enjoy the weekend. Brandon saying, my friend just got back from the weekend from the Quantum of the Seas. Oh, yep. They said everything on board was in US dollars. Yes, it is. They ended up spending $2,000. Oh, upcharging foods and excursions. Okay, well, that's the thing, right? Buy all that before you go. All the drinks packages, get it all. Like, get the drinks packages. It depends if you don't drink alcohol, you still need a drinks package, right? Because what happens is, what you get for free on board is basically cordial and water. I think maybe tea or coffee. You like basic tea and coffee, I think. So, but if you get the soft drink package, I can't remember how many different levels, but there's one that includes the soft drinks, and you get like the refillable cups. They're cool. They got the machines on the boat, and you can choose different flavors. They're really cool. The one I had included soft drink. It also included specialty coffees because they got Starbucks on board. So I could get Starbucks coffee every day. It also included milkshakes and smoothies, I think, as well. So, that's what I wanted because I'm like, yeah, I just want to get whatever drink I want. I'm not really a big alcohol drinker. I drink alcohol, like as in I go somewhere, I have a cocktail or I have a beer, but that's occasional, just occasional. I think the whole time on the cruise, I think I had 2, maybe 3 alcoholic beers, and yes, I did pay credit card or however I paid, or maybe charge it to the room, or whatever. Yeah, and it was US dollars. So you got to remember that is, if you forget that or don't know that, yes, you can easily rack up a lot of money. And if you go to those other restaurants that aren't included, expensive. So yeah, just maybe ask all the questions first. You can also, if it's your first time on a cruise and you're not sure, you'll find Facebook groups about those like specific cruises, and you got so many people that have always gone on them. You can ask all those questions, and people will go, "Oh yeah, get this, but don't get that," or "Get this, and this is where you go for that." That's kind of thing. It's stuff, inside knowledge, I suppose. You find out a lot of info that way. So anyway, some handy hints for you there. Yeah, they don't miss you. Yeah, well, it's funny because I get seasick, right? And now I know they're big boats and they don't really move, but I thought I'm not going to risk it because because seasickness is bad, right? When you get seasickness, you're like, it's one of the worst kind motion sickness. It's one of the worst kind of sicknesses. So I'm like, I don't want to risk it. So I took a natural ginger, like anti-seasickness tablets, which you take 3, I think it is, like an hour before you sail, and then I think it's one every 4 hours or whatever it is, right? So I did that, but what happened was, after about the second day, I started getting really, really, really bad heartburn because it was a ginger. It was all natural, but it was giving me such a massive like acid reflux kind of heartburn, and I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. Went to the shop. I said, you got quickies or something antacid, and whatever they had, it was like the smallest packet, like for like $10, and it was like 3 tablets or something. And I'm like, $10. I think it was more than that. It was, I don't know. It was just really expensive, and I had to buy like 4 packets. So I just needed it. Scalding water, and then anyway, bring all that stuff with you. Any necessity, if you think occasionally you might get, from rich foods and things, a bit of heartburn or acid reflux or whatever, bring your quickies or your Mylanta from your local Chempro or wherever you get it from here, Chemist Warehouse. Bring all that stuff, as much as you can, with you. But anyway, it's still awesome. Cruising is awesome. Heaps to do. Am I going to Aussie World with that so mid? Yeah. So there's 3 of us that run the Theme Park Cartel podcast, and it's our event for that weekend. Comments have just gone. Now, I say this every time. If I've missed your comment, it's not intentional. Just put it again, okay? And then also, if for some reason if I've missed it completely, you can always send me a message on Instagram. I usually check them at night, so I will always get back to you. It's just really hard sometimes. The amount of comments come through is massive. Anyway, I hope Chris. Hey, Chris. He says, I hope Movie World and Dream World do something for Autism Awareness Day this year. Usually they do, mate. Both those parks normally actually do things for that day. I'm 100% sure every year they do something for that. So yeah, maybe just keep an eye out on their social media, or send them an email maybe as well. Just went to Movie World and Wet 'n Wild. Lots of work being done on Batwing. Yep, it's down for maintenance. And the old looping water slide platform tower. Concrete truck, yeah. So where Aqualoop was at Wet 'n Wild. Obviously, they've left the bones of the tower there, and they're going to reuse that. They are definitely starting work on a new attraction slide there, essentially, for this year. So when we know more, when we hear more, we start seeing some more, we'll obviously update you guys. Nothing really, but thanks for letting everyone know that they're pouring concrete now. I knew they've been doing work around the groundwork around there, reestablishing, the water, the power, all that kind of thing. And then obviously the platforms for the area, and probably start to see some framework going up for slides. And then we'll start to see slides going, and that stuff goes up pretty quick, by the way. It literally, the longest time is putting all the groundwork, and then all of a sudden, bang, the slides are up literally in a couple of days or a week. It's pretty quick. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on that one. Ryder's saying the lines were still long from what I saw for the Flight of the Wicked Witch. Kansas Twister, it did had a big line, but when you went into the queue, it was quietened down significantly later. Yeah, I always say if you're going into Wizard of Oz area, go there first. As soon as you walk into the park, go to Wizard of Oz, ride the Flight of the Wicked Witch first, because it does have the longest queue. Then when you've done that, go to the Kansas Twister, because it's a lot quicker, and there's 2 trains. So yeah, and then also ride both trains too. Like whatever one you go on the first time, queue up again and ride the other one. I just say, hey, I've just rode the yellow one. Can I ride the red one, please? This time, and they'll send you over the track to the other one. So slightly different experience. Both very similar, obviously, but yeah, I think it's definitely a difference. So check that out. Do you know when the Superman queue will be finished? And do you know what's happening with Batman Legacy Showcase? I believe, well, I'll put it this way. I think Superman reopens on, I think it's April the 4th. Let me just confirm that for you. Movie World info, park maintenance. Okay, so yes, 4th of April. So it'll open on the 5th of April. Now, I would say that we should technically should be getting done now. However, I can't see in there. I haven't been back there since the hoarding's gone up, actually. So, yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to get that done now, but I would say they would, because I can't really see any other downtime for Superman. It would be wanting to get done now, I would imagine. So we'll just have to check back and let you know. Obviously, if they're doing that, once it reopens, I'll go in and film it and show you guys what it looks like now, that kind of thing. Maybe go on the ride, queue on there, show you what it's like. I'm actually excited for the lockers to be gone, to be honest. So I'm a big fan of just putting your stuff, when you hop on the ride, put your stuff next to you when you get on or whatever, and then get it when you get off. I think that's easy, but that sounds good. Showcase, no, we have no idea. I'm hoping whatever they're doing with Doomsday, and I know there either is a plan or they're working on a plan for that. I hope it includes that. However, if they don't include a new attraction with that showcase, I just hope it's actually left for us to enjoy more things like what they had. Because remember, they did have they had that whole Aquaman. The Aquaman one was in there. They had Suicide Squad in there. What was the other one? Did it go straight to Batman or did it go to something else? I can't even remember. I think, but yeah, like it's so cool seeing, um, screen used costumes, props, vehicles, all that kind of thing. I mean, I'm a massive fan of all that stuff, as you probably know, because when I went to Warner Brothers Studios in LA in Burbank, they call it Hollywood, but it's Burbank. But I mean, that stuff is the real deal. I mean, over here we had some real stuff and some replica stuff. It's still cool seeing all that stuff in a display walk around area. It's pretty awesome. So I just hope that I mean, there's a huge amount of movies being filmed in the Gold Coast. A huge amount. TV shows, movies. There's so much going on. Like Anaconda here, Jack Black's here. If he's watching, say hi. Jack, are you there? Jack? I don't think he's on. But anyway, if he, people like that are here. Russell Crowe, they're filming a movie. They were outside Australia Fair the other day, filming like 3 a.m, touring it into like streets of LA, like things like that. It's pretty cool. We live in a cool place. They do so many cool things. And I guess with the American dollar so bad for us, it's great for them. That's why they're pumping all that stuff into here. They can get more for their money. Excuse me, got an itchy nose. And obviously we had Mark Wahlberg here for several months earlier on as well. So actually, the Hollywood director from New Zealand, I mentioned I see him at Movie World, Taika, and he's married to Rita Ora. They're here as well, so it's pretty cool. I saw them at Movie World, walking around. They were getting escorted around, so pretty cool. Pretty awesome. All right, what do we got? Dreamworld. Craig says Dreamworld has leapfrogged Movie World. I probably have to agree. Having new attractions opened last year, Rivertown's by far a standout winner. Theming more immersive, and the pacing of the rides more efficient. Yeah, look, I suppose that's the difference between Dreamworld basically completely flattened that last area, completely flattened it and started from scratch, built it from the ground up how they wanted it. Movie World utilized existing building structures. No doubt there would have been reasons behind that. It may be something to do with like infrastructure, like that maybe there's a massive pump house under there. They couldn't, I don't know. There'd be something, no doubt. But anyway, I guess that's the difference you sort of get between using an existing structure based off how it's sort of. I mean, they've altered it obviously, but yeah, that's the difference. So yeah, I guess definitely Dreamworld's new land is definitely probably more immersive from the ground up. It's been built from the ground up. A big group of tradies walked from the back of Movie World upon opening yesterday. Looked like they come from Scooby-Doo. Back doors were open and Doomsday Destroyer was a ghost town. Yeah, I mean, they are. I mean, they're definitely doing work inside there for sure, as we know. Yeah, they're also building for their back of house. I believe it's a structure for floats out the back. You can kind of see it picking up above the park. It's behind the park. It's nothing to do with the park either. I mean, there's always stuff going on. But yeah, if they've come from Doomsday area, well then, hopefully they're looking at either doing stuff or planning to do stuff. So I think we will see. I think this year we will definitely see announcements. 100%. Doomsday would have to be next on the card. Obviously, after Scooby. Well, Scooby opening we know about. Doomsday has to be a given, and then maybe an overlay for the stunt show would be great, like a new theme. Just retheme it. I think it just needs it now. It's sort of done its dash. Sonic Had the best birthday. I went to Build a Bear and Build a Bingo. That's cool. They're always fun to do those activities. That's very cool. I hope you had an awesome time. When do you think Scooby Doo will be open again? Yeah, I guess anywhere between June. So it'll be around the school holidays. So it'll either be June, July, or September, October. I think it'll be one of those two. But then if things aren't quite ready or they're waiting on some other parts to be made or whatever it might be, could push out to December. We don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. They want to see it open ASAP for sure. So, I went to the Superman last month. I tried riding it when I was on the seat. We were evacuated out of the building. Do you know what happened? No, I don't know. I didn't. But I mean, if it was out of the building, it could have been just a fire alarm or something like that, or I don't know if it was an e-stop. Then they got to take everyone off, take them out, and cycle them through again. So could have been a number of things. Really not sure. If that happens to you though, and you're there, you could always go to guest services and ask the question. I'll find out for you. What's the secret room about? Yeah, there is actually a secret room. Like someone didn't believe me. Someone said they're gonna unsubscribe for me because I'm clickbaiting. I actually don't clickbait. All right. I mean, I sometimes like to do creative, titles or whatever, but I don't I don't put fake news or clickbait. I think it's wrong, and I don't do it. There's actually a secret. There's actually a secret room. So anyway, and no one's seen it yet. So it's a way away. But just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. What do you think will replace Doomsday Destroyer? Ooh, we've chatted about this a lot, actually. I want to see a dark ride. I want to see it get flattened and massive dark ride. They need to ask the investors to spend big money on this to bring people in from overseas to go and visit this park for this attraction and the Wizard of Oz, of course, and all the other cool attractions and rides they've got there. But they need a world-class something draw card. And I'm thinking something, you think about the international dark rides at some of the biggest theme parks. Look at Indiana Jones at Disney. I mean, that's so cool. Haunted Mansion at Disney. I mean, you got, so many different dark rides at Universal, like Transformers, many, many more. I mean, there's so many, right? There's probably 50 dark rides out there in the world that are awesome. Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance. I mean, I don't think they'll get to that level here because I think that was, I'm not sure. I think it was like 500 million or something. It was a lot of money anyway. But anyway, they need to spend probably 100 or 200 million. That is a lot of money, but to actually put a proper dark ride in, if they can't get that kind of funding, they may not. Then maybe they might better get a small coaster in there or something, or maybe a swing ride or something different. I guess something different. And I don't know. I just think looking at the park now, DC theme there doesn't really fit. They need to probably get their whole DC stuff out to the front of the park. Make it something different. Retheme to something new, or tie it into Western or something, or Scooby or Gremlins. Bring back a Gremlins dark ride, but next level. Make a Beetlejuice ride. How cool would that be? They got a new movie out last year. Why not? Again, cost money, pay for the IP, all that stuff. But I want to see a big dark ride. That's what I want to see. Whether we get it, I don't know. Probably just get a flat ride, and I don't know. We can only live in hope, right? So anyway, we'll see. You have to wait and see. We'll let you know though when we're here. We will let you know. They'll probably do like a midnight announcement one day or something, no doubt. And yes, I'll probably stay up and may even go do what I did like a couple of times. I've gone live at that time and seen what all the hype's about. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Kobe, thanks for jumping on. What's Movie World planning next? well, hopefully a new ride in the Doomsday area. Hopefully, producer. Sorry, my eyesight's a bit. Is it Dos Nilio? I'm sorry, my eyesight's actually really bad, and these are prescription glasses, but they're not the best ones. Producer, is it Dos Nello? Shout out. Okay, I apologize if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Dos Nello. I'm sure it's Dos Nello. Producer Dos Nello. Shout out. Thank you for jumping on. Where did the name Jaggs come from? So it's my last name, or part of my last name, and it's my journeys. My nickname, people call me Jaggs. So, in fact, I mean, my name's Shane. Obviously, I always say, hey, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. I don't care if you call me Jaggs or Shane, because I get called both from forever, so it doesn't matter. All of my mates just go, hey, Jaggs, or Jag, whatever, but that's all cool. So, yeah, it's just my journeys. So that's why this channel isn't just theme parks. I know we talk a lot about theme parks. I do a lot of theme parks. I love theme parks. But it's attractions. If you go back in the video, there's so many different attractions on here. More to come as well. And events, all the different events and night events and things that happen. Supernovas, Comic Cons, always do those. That's just my thing. So I like pop culture. Yeah, so other things I like. So theme parks, attractions, events, pop culture. You'll see all that stuff on this channel. So it's my journeys, really, and it could be other things too. Like, could be anything. That's the beauty. I'm not saying I'm just one genre. I like anything fun, right? Yeah, it might be just going out and having ice cream. Hey, if it's a cool ice cream place, I might make a video. Like, why not, right? Would you guys watch it? I'm sure you probably would. So, yeah, I mean, there's the other things too. Like, our theme parks here are small, and now there's I don't know, there's more and more people doing what I'm doing, or something similar. So the content is getting, I think, completely thrashed, completely thrashed, to a point where it's like, it's just like, sometimes I'm sick of seeing the content, like, as in my own, because I'm like, well, it's the same as everything else that's been pushed out there. But then again, it's all in how you present the content, right? So it's my content, same as 10 other people, but how I present it versus other people. And I think that's the difference, right? It's what you get out of those videos. It's what you enjoy. It's other things like interaction like this. Like, I always make time for people when they stop me in the park. Everybody who stops, says hi, gets a sticker. I'm just going to show you a sticker, but I haven't got any in front of me right now. But yeah, you know what I mean. You get a Jaggs Journey sticker. And we do live here every second Wednesday. I'm also on the podcast, the Theme Park Cartel, as well. So, we do a lot of other things, interactive things. So the whole thing's just about my journeys. So, now and then you'll see something different on the channel. It's not always going to be theme park related. But obviously I have a love for theme parks, and you'll see mostly that content on there. So yeah, might see things take a slightly different angle for a bit. I just want to be different. So it's hard to be different when everything's the same, if you know what I mean. When there's not really nothing much else. If there's nothing happening in the parks, what do you film? So anyway, I got lots of plans. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. And by the way, I mentioned this in the video, and this is actually the case for most YouTubers actually in the world. So out of all your viewers, so people that view your videos, about 80% of the viewers actually don't subscribe to the channel, and it's a fact. There's actually a fact, and I get it. I don't subscribe to everything I watch either, 100%. But I think if you're watching and coming back again, watching another video, and then you're liking the video, why not subscribe? It's free to subscribe. There's no cost whatsoever to subscribe to a YouTube channel, but it does help build the subscribers up, and that helps push the videos out, all that kind of thing. So, so I appreciate every single person who watches the videos, likes the videos, comments on the videos, joins the live streams, and also who subscribes to the channel on the YouTube and follows on Instagram, all that kind of thing. Very, very much appreciated. And also those who support me with the Buy Me a Coffee. Actually, someone said to me, "Oh, you forgot to do your shout outs last week." I said, "No, I did my Buy Me a Coffee as in promotion, as in if you want to support the channel, but I didn't have any coffees that week. So you don't get coffees every week. Times are tough at the moment. You know, everyone's got the cost of living is horrendous right now, and it's not an expectation either. It's I got some very kind people out there who regularly support the channel too, and I really really appreciate everyone who supports the channel. But not every week someone's going to buy a coffee, and it certainly isn't expected either. So it's just when it happens, it's amazing, and I really really do appreciate it. So it does help support the channel as well. All right. What have we got here? So I went that far. Laura's saying, I'm excited for sunny Coaston on Saturday. Excellent, Laura. I hope to see you there. Obviously, you're coming, so we'll see you there. We're excited as well. It's going to be a great day. Got a few extra things planned for the day, and then got time to enjoy the park as well. So I think it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, especially for the price. That's pretty good. Tricky is saying, I'm very impressed with the Dreamworld updates. It's great to see that Dreamworld are still adding lots of theming and both props to the new attractions. The park has become something special again. You're absolutely right about that. It's a great way of describing it too, how it's becoming something special again. And you're right, they're still adding a lot of props. The waterfalls are turned on now. Well, one of them at least under the gemstone, the big gemstone there, the waterfall. I posted a video. Couple of days ago, yesterday maybe, on Instagram. On there, I think I did it as a reel, so it should still be there. It's good to see that water flow now. I knew there was going to be water there because I could see the reflection of the water last Saturday when it was turned off. So I knew it. But there's another waterfall just to the right of that. I don't think that was going yet. Hopefully that's going now or soon as well. So that's really cool. And yes, there's different things I featured on my video last weekend. Another directional signage street sign was lying down near the Jeep, ready to go up and be placed at the other end of the river town as well. So there's so much more. And then inside the actual the Jungle Rush temple, there's a stack of stuff more to come. So yeah, it's unreal. And that's actually one of the reasons why, even though we've seen a little bit of POV now, I think one of them was unauthorized, probably one I actually reposted. But anyway, one of the reasons why they haven't done like POVs, the full POV, is because everything's not quite done in the inside yet. And they want it to be showcased just right, just how it's supposed to be, which I get, and I appreciate and respect that as well. So anyway, hopefully soon everything will be completed. So and the what am I doing? The delay, I should say, was due to all the global shipping issues. That was it. The global shipping issues, big delays. So yeah. Anyway, out of their control. Are both sides of the giant drop working again? Oh, I don't think so, actually. The reason why I say that is, hang on, let me find out where that was. Here we go. Giant drop is down on maintenance at the moment. In progress. It reopens tomorrow. So if you're going tomorrow, giant drop will be open. Whether both sides will be open, I'm not too sure. You'll have to wait and see, or send them an email. But yeah, I can't see if that's open. Obviously, talking on Dreamworld, Sky Voyager is still down on maintenance, and that's reopening on the 5th of April. I actually like what Dreamworld's done, by the way. They've changed their ride maintenance schedule. Let me just get this. So here we go. So see how it's now actually says reopening, whereas before it just had the maintenance period from this to this. So people would always think, to the 4th of April, it reopens on the 4th of April, but no, it reopens the next day. So Movie World or Village Roadshows are still like that. They still say the closure period. So then you got to go the day after that. But they've now just got reopening, and that's much easier. Reopening, it's down for maintenance and reopening on this date. So easier to read, easier to understand for people. So yeah, Sky Voyager reopens 5th of April. Serpent Slayers also currently down on maintenance as well. I mentioned that in the video during the weekend. So that one there is also down on maintenance until the 5th of April. And then that's it for Dreamworld. Yeah, and then they'll also list all of their up and coming maintenance as well. So you can check that out. And again, plan your year around, or your holidays around specific rides that you wanted to go on, I guess. So, and it looks like, yeah, Jungle Rush is definitely back open. I think it did reopen yesterday, I believe. All right. Now, what we got here? SEQ Virtual Tours. Oh, sorry. Tom Tyrus. Hi. Thanks for saying hi. SEQ Virtual Tours. I thought of an old school ride that could fit into Doomsday area. Gravitron. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, why not? It is a popular one. They still have that at the Eckers and the fair and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, why not? Maybe a modernized version, maybe. That's pretty cool. Does anyone know what the new building is at the back of Movie World? It's not in park. It's just for. I think it's where they park vehicles, and they probably park some floats and that kind of thing there. There is a vehicle shed next to that as well. So it's back of house. It's actually nothing to do with the park. So, but I'm surprised they built something that you can see from in the park, like so big. But then again, it's Movie World. You do see a lot of that, like in a movie studios. You know, you see the sound stages and that kind of thing. So it'll just end up being a white shed, essentially, I'd imagine, or might even just be like a roof. But it's definitely back of house. It's definitely nothing to do with the park. I've seen comments coming through. Do you know what's happening with this? I'm like, if it's back of house, it's nothing to do with the park. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. What else we got? Do you know what happened to the animatronics from the Looney Tunes River Ride? So there's still some of those animatronic characters that were saved. Some are sold off, I think. And there's still a couple that are, well, they were, I think they still are, in the Rick's Cafe restaurant, but up the top of the mezzanine area on display, I think it might be a couple, but you can't get up there, but you can see them from inside the restaurant. I featured it on my Christmas video. So if you go to my White Christmas, I think it was that video. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. But you go there, and then I filmed up the top, and they got all this memorabilia, and I'm pretty sure there was one or two characters up there that were out of there. So, yeah. How do you know there's a secret room? So before I was talking about Jungle Rush, so before the ride opened, I did that sneak peek video. So we were shown around by the CEO, and we went everywhere. Like we went, where you can't walk now. We walked. So there was we walked up to the inclined turntable as well, the inside of the track there, all through there. And yeah, there is. Just watch this space. There is going to be one. Well, it won't be a secret anymore when everyone knows about it, right? But there will be a room revealed. Put it that way. Okay. Jagger loves cars. Hi, how are you? Jagger, like the name. Have you ridden DC Rivals? I have. I actually haven't ridden it for quite a while, to be honest with you. I struggle for time. I'm always racing around trying to get my content. My number one priority when I go to the parks is filming. Occasionally I'll ride rides, but yeah, I enjoy the ride. I mean, it's full on. It's breathtaking. It's fun. it's definitely one of the best roller coasters probably in the world. One of, I mean, there's plenty out there, and there's plenty that have other elements that are more amazing than that one. But it was custom built, so and it's long, so it's awesome. I enjoy it. It's a secret room, a few toilets. That would make sense. No. Thank you for the shout out. I pronounced it right. So producer Dosnello. No worries. Appreciate you. Ben, I'm coming to Gold Coast in 2 weeks. What's the best thing to do while I'm there? Okay, so are you talking theme parks or just other than theme parks? Because there is just so many things to do. Like I'm telling you, if you're into theme parks, then do the theme parks. Water parks, there's water slides and all that. There's jet boating, there's go karting, there's slingshots, there's mini golf places. What else is there? Deep sea fishing charters. There's go to the hinterland. There's glowworm caves, hiking, waterfalls. And we've got the best of both worlds here with the hinterland and the beach. I've got a video out. If you just search on my channel, I think it was about a year and a half ago or so. 35 attractions to do in Surfers Paradise alone. That's not all attractions. That's only some of the attractions. There's axe throwing, there's restaurants, cafes, there's arcades, there's so many. There's escape rooms. There's like hijinks hotels, which are like the fun activity rooms and things and challenges. There's just so much. The place is geared up to keep you busy and have heaps of fun and spend lots of money. Of course, keep the industry, keep the locals and jobs, keep tourism going. That's what I'm passionate about the Gold Coast, and that's why my channel focuses on theme parks and attractions and events, and it's basically showcasing things that go on here in the Gold Coast. So I lived there for 22 years, and I absolutely love living here. It's a great place to live, and I love it. So if I can help people make decisions about going to somewhere, then great. Someone said to me recently, well, actually, it wasn't directly to me, but it was forwarded to me anyway. Oh, you're too positive. You sugarcoat things. Well, I don't actually. Like, I am a positive person. I don't like negativity, and I don't like negative people either, and I can't be around those kind of people. Just sucks the life out of you. So I don't have time for that. My aim of my videos is positive. It is positive. I want people to come here and feel they can. Everything's positive, right? Now, you go to anywhere in the world, any theme park in the world. If you look for something negative, or if you look for something bad or broken or needs repairing or not right, you'll find it everywhere. Even at Disney, you'll find it. You look for it, you'll find it. But I'm not about that. I want to showcase what you can do and what you can experience, and even have tips on how to get around the parks, or what's best time to go here, or do this first, do that. That's what, people want, that information. Whether you go there and have a bad experience, I mean, that's unfortunate if that happens, but sometimes things go wrong on the day you visit, right? It happens. And it doesn't happen every single day. But, no is perfect either. But if I enjoy something, I enjoy it. I like to be positive and happy and enjoy fun things. And I want to showcase those things to people so they come to the Gold Coast. See, I don't want to be, if I'm negative and tell you all the bad stuff about it, people might go, oh, don't want to go there then. Why would I waste my time going there? That's not good for anyone. It's particularly whatever we're talking about, or company or whatever. That's actually not good. I don't think that's good, personally, because that's tarnishing them. And again, no one's perfect. And then, anyway, I just thought that was sort of interesting. But anyway, let's get to some more of your comments. It's very warm. All right. Hey, Jaggs. My kids bought me a Jaggs Journeys t-shirt for Christmas. Pretty cool. Great quality, too. Thanks, Brian. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you. Well, thank them also for supporting me, because all those purchases that help support the channel. I get a small cut of that. It's done through an outside company, but it definitely helps support me, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the shirt. Thanks for wearing the shirts. It was funny at the pass holder night at Dreamworld. I saw several people wearing my shirts, and I had to double take. I was, oh, that's right, I sell them. I keep forgetting, but I sold quite a lot over Christmas. Actually, I was actually surprised how many people were buying for Christmas, and I mean, I was advertising it too, but yeah, it was cool. So I'm glad you enjoy. Is there still work happening at the Old Stars restaurant? Yes, still going full steam ahead. It can't give you any more updates there because I don't know anything more to tell you other than it's still under construction. So hopefully we can see more or know more soon. Ryder's saying that the first day of the Gold Coast Supernova will be his 18th birthday. That's awesome. No doubt you'll be at Supernova. I know you too well, and I'll see you there. Oh, is that the Friday or is that the Saturday? Because I'm not sure if they're doing the Friday this year. If it's the Friday, I won't see you there, but I'll be there on the Saturday. Hey, Michael, Big Crouchy. Hey, mate. Maya says hi. Hey, Maya. And thanks for her birthday shout out. That's all right. She had an awesome birthday. We love Carnival and got a back seat ride on Leviathan. That's awesome. I missed out on that night ride myself, but I'm glad you got there. That's awesome. It is whippy, isn't it? That back is whippy. Definitely is. It felt a lot rougher than last time. Yeah, I think last time I rode it a few months back now, I sat in it around about the middle. I rode it with Adrian, actually, and we both come off going, yeah, that's definitely a bit rougher. But, I mean, they're supposed to be a little bit rougher, right? They're not a smooth, but they tend to get rougher and rougher and rougher. I think over time they need to do some adjustments to the tracks, I believe. Anyway, I'm glad you had an awesome time at Carnival and got that night ride in as well. That's cool. Kobe saying nothing can beat that Leviathan queue. Yep, it's pretty cool. Hey, Family Odyssey 22, thanks for jumping on. Do you reckon the claw will be coming down here? I mean, a couple of things on that. It's so let's go back to this movie world, right? When Arkham Asylum was retired, finished, they went up there and they just cut the thing to pieces. Bang, 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 scrapped it. The claw has been meticulously, very carefully disassembled and neatly placed in nice piles in the car park. Now, two of the main tall pole, maybe four of them now, those big tall poles were cut. So they were cut. So possibly for transport, but then someone else mentioned to me, well, if they've cut them, then that's like not good for if you're reassembling. It's from a safety perspective, it's a weak point now, even if it's welded or strengthened, it's a weak point, unless they're going to replace those struts, which is possible, I suppose. It just seems weird. I mean, we were told that it is at the end of its life. It's done its dash. It's done. That's why we're putting a new one there. I definitely knew they were selling parts of that because I did overhear a team member when we were on the last ride of the day of ever, because I asked if I could just take a photo of the control room, and she said yes, but back a bit further because this is not getting scrapped or anything; it's being sold. So I don't know. I thought she just meant at the time maybe just the control panel, but I'd say the whole ride has been sold. Now I was thinking it's probably going overseas, but then again, a friend, acquaintance who's become a friend who's in the industry, very cool guy. He mentioned that he'd heard that it could possibly be going down your way. So I guess until anything's announced and until they say yes, it's going here, we won't know. So I've got someone who also lives down there, who's keeping a very keen eye out on the location where those rides end up when they get shipped down there. He's going to let me know, but if he sees anything. But last I checked, I hadn't been past for the last few days, but last I checked, everything was still sitting in the car parks. Nothing's gone yet. So, we'll have to wait and see. We will absolutely have to wait and see. It'd be cool though. It's a great ride, and that last ride we went on was smooth. It was beautiful, and they did just do a big refurbishment on that, maybe like 12 months earlier. I'm sure, major refurb. So, anyway, we'll watch the space. We'll let you know when we hear anything. Anyway, as always. Hey Jays. Oh, we went that one. Sue. Hey Sue. Hope you're well. I am. Hope you're well too. You guys are heading to Carnival Saturday night. Awesome. The very last one. Did you get there this year? Absolutely. First night. You didn't watch the video? Sue, come on. I know you're busy, but anyway, yes, I did. First night. Loved it. It was good. Got through most things. Actually, it was pretty good. Just didn't get my night ride in on Leviathan, which I really wanted to do, but have to be another time. Curtis Brown, which of the Gold Coast parks do you think is most likely to get a spinning wild mouse coaster, like Dreamworld, maybe? I don't think it would replace the Gold Coaster, because normally those coasters are a lot smaller footprint. There is a spinning wild mouse coaster at Aussie World, the Dingo Racer. We'll be riding it this Saturday if it's open. I don't know. I mean, years ago, SeaWorld used to have one of those coasters. It wasn't spinning though; it was just a wild mouse. But yeah, look, maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what's going to go in the Doomsday area. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Could be. You never know. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Scooby Doo's basically a wild mouse, isn't it? Really, kind of thing. So they probably wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. SeaWorld? I reckon it's a good fit for SeaWorld. Have to wait and see. J Prodigy is back, and I want to know when Scooby Doo is opening. Yeah, we're not 100% sure. They haven't announced it. We're thinking it'll be around the school holidays of either June, July, or September, October. There's a chance it could push out to December. There's a chance. May or may not, though. They've come into a few little unexpected issues. Mac rides, that is, with some of the parts not being made anymore that they needed. So they've got to, get them remade and all that kind of thing. More money was involved. So, yeah. Why can't Movie World make some more room in their park? A Wonder Woman ride would be cool. Yeah, I think a single rail, definitely you're right. Maybe that's what Doomsday needs is a Wonder Woman themed single rail coaster like at Six Flags, or similar to Big Dipper, I guess, down in Sydney Luna Park. But have it as a Wonder Woman theme. That would be really cool, actually. That would be cool. Did you know that Tailspin has seatbelts now? Yes, we saw that on the weekend. So yeah, obviously Tailspin has the harness that comes down. They now have a seatbelt as well. It was a ride manufacturer recommendation. So they are now also double safety on those as well. So yeah, I think they went in last week at Dreamworld. Dave C, the water feature has been turned on at Jungle Rush. Yep, looks good, doesn't it? Looks pretty cool. And we're just waiting for has both been turned on? Just the one under the gemstone, like I showed the other day. I'm not sure if the other one was on. I think just the gemstone one for now. We shall see. Do they have any tours or experiences during Heroes and Villains? No, they do have extra shows, but nothing else specific. In fact, they don't even have anything other than stunt driver experience at Movie World. I think that's the only thing. I think that's the only thing now that they have, that's an additional experience that you pay for. They used to have a Star Tour behind the scenes. I've stressed to a number of people in the business about the need to bring that back, but needs to be better. Needs to be probably a little cheaper to put more what they call bums on seats, more tickets sold, right? More affordable, and book it out every time. There was times where it was too expensive, and times where there was only one or two on there, or no one would rock up. No one would book it. So yeah, they need to have it so it's booked all the time. Imagine they changed the driving school to a full-on go-kart track. That would be sick. It would be, actually, wouldn't it? They could really do a good job of that too. Go-karts these days, most of them now are electric as well, so no fumes and things like that. I'm talking about the ones that you see like at Game Over, and that they're all electric now, so they can go different speeds as well. So you could have a kids one and an adults one. Potentially they could build up like a lot of the karting centers do, and they have like a double layer, like 2-story up ramps and things. They could theme it well. They could, yeah, you're right, they could definitely do a lot better with that space. I like the theming that they built with the mini movie world, but the ride itself, yeah, it's probably not ideal. not awesome. But it is in the little kids area though, I suppose, and that's the thing, is little kids like it. So, we need a Mad Max ride. Yeah, how cool would that be? Or even if they just change the stunt show to Mad Max, like they could do so much with that. Maybe incorporate something into that too. Like, well, they already have the stunt driver experience, but something even better or different again. Have you as part of the show or something? My chair's going down. Hey Kira, she's saying this is a riddle. What is Batman's favorite bird? It sounds a lot more like a joke than a riddle, but anyway. A robin? That's my guess. So, are you Batman's favorite bird? Could be. Dave, will you go to the Pacific Air Show this year? Look, I really enjoyed it last year, and the only thing is, it was so hot, and I had no shade at all, and I got so burnt, and I was just dying of thirst the whole day. But saying that, I absolutely loved it, and I probably would go back again. To be honest, it was really cool. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It'd be cool if someone wants to, kindly sponsor me into one of those corporate tents or something. That would be cool. Shade, more for the shade, more than anything else. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. It was really awesome. I loved how it just kept flowing all day long. No big boring gaps. It just kept going. It was cool. The announcers were upbeat, and it was cool. It was awesome music. Yeah, and the American, obviously, so everything. It was just like you were in like California watching it. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, probably we'll get back to that. I wish I got to ride Arkham Asylum. It looked so cool. Never got to ride it. Wasn't any good. Were you allowed to take off the VR things? Well, VR only came on literally in the last, probably, I don't know, year of it operation, maybe. Made me feel, VR just made me feel so sick. The ride even made me feel sick. I mean, it was a pretty crazy, awesome, cool ride, but you had a lot of the head banging, like that made me real sick. A lot of people used to say that, oh, bangs your head like this, bang, 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 bang. So, it was a cool ride, but then it had things like that. Yeah, I didn't like the VR. I don't think many people like the VR. It was a cool concept though. I don't think you could. I'm not sure if you could choose to have them on or off. Actually, I think you probably could have. I think actually, I remember that was excuse me, I think it was an upcharge. To have the VR version, you paid an extra, I think it was $10 or something, and you got the headset. You didn't have to wear it. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. Do they still do tiger shows at Dreamworld? Now there is no handlers. No, they don't. They have. I think they just do a presentation. Actually, to be honest, I haven't even been in there of late. I haven't had time to, but it's all changed now. They've got the tiger walk and everything. So I think it's just more interactive now for the tigers. They walk out over the people, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no show anymore. Again, I haven't actually double checked that, so I'm pretty sure they don't. But as always, jump on their website or their check-in park to see if it used to be 12 o'clock. So maybe head down there at 12 and see if there's anything happening, or just check on the big screens when you walk into Dreamworld. They have what presentations and rides are happening for the day. I don't want to give you the wrong info. What if they make a Universal Studios in Australia? Well, I'll be Jaggs Universal Studios Journeys because I'll be there. I love Universal Studios. Probably more than Disney. Again, I like theme movie based stuff, behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. How long do you think the Gold Coaster will stand? It's an old coaster. It's been round and round the place. It was at Sydney Luna Park for a while too. Look, I mean, I don't know. It's been at Dreamworld a long time as well. Like everything, it would have a lifespan. But saying that, I think the Arrow coasters must last a long time, because last year I rode the one at Rainbow's End in Auckland, New Zealand, and that's older than that one, and it seemed to be quite smooth, and I really enjoyed it. So who knows? Who knows? Until they decide to get rid of it, I suppose. But it's well maintained, so it could last for another 20. Who knows? Do you play Fortnite? No, sorry. I have no extra time in my life to do any kind of gaming. Unfortunately. I just don't. Someone bought it. What I doubt it'd be Movie World. You talking about Claw? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think Movie World. Yeah, you're right. They'd be putting a new ride in. Supernova is going to be Saturday, Sunday. That's cool. Yeah, it's good. Cool. So Ryder's just saying, because it's his birthday on the first day of Supernova, his 18th, and they're doing the Star Buffet at the Harvest after Supernova at the Star Casino in the Gold Coast. Mate, I just went there for Christmas. Well, not for Christmas, but just before Christmas for my birthday. And I tell you what, it was absolutely amazing. It is probably the best buffet, because I don't eat seafood. So it does have seafood there. If you eat seafood, you'll be able to find plenty to eat there. It's just they have so much other foods as well. Like I find if I go to a seafood buffet, like my wife loves seafood, right? My daughter eats probably not as much as my wife, but we'll eat it. I don't eat it at all. So if we're going to a seafood buffet and if there's nothing else there, then I struggle. Like what can I eat? So yeah, the Harvest is awesome. It has everything. It's like, the best homemade pizzas is just amazing. Meats and roast vegetables, Asian style of foods. I had so many things to choose from. Just loved it. So cool. So enjoy. Akamaka, thanks for jumping on. Will King Claw go upside down? Will there be a soft style and a hard style like Serpent Slayer? Okay, no and no, as far as I know. One, will not be going upside down. Definitely not. And only one speed. So yeah, confirmed. Still hanging out for Disney Australia? I know. Or Universal. Look, and to be honest, like I've watched other theme park creators, Australian theme park creators that have been, over the last 12 months have visited other smaller Disney parks like Hong Kong, for example, and even Adrian went just recently as well. And like they all say, they're still amazing parks. And that's the thing, right? We could have a smaller park here, like Hong Kong, like the size of Hong Kong, still bigger than probably anything we got here. People would come here for that because people go there for that. So they're going to come here for that. They just need to do it. They just need to bite the bullet, I reckon, and just do it. Universal, I don't know if they'll do a Universal. Maybe they would, but yeah. Again, people would come for those parks. So fingers crossed. That's all I say. I would just love for there to be Disney and Universals down here. Do you think Pick a Play will return for future Dreamworld projects? I'm not sure. That's between Dreamworld and Pick a Play, I guess. I have no idea. Sue, sorry, Shane. I should know that you went to Carnival. That's all right. Still, I was just joking around before. You've been sick. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. Jesse, how are you? Everything is still in the car park as of today. Okay, so the claw is still sitting at Dreamworld car park. I'd be shocked if the claw stayed in Australia due to its age. Yeah, again, that's a few things being thrown around. Would need to go through so much non-destructive testing too. Yeah, you're probably right about that for sure. Keep up with Aussie standards. I think it's highly likely it would go overseas. Yeah, I was thinking more so it would go overseas. There's some countries that they tend to like World Expo '88. There was a roller coaster. They had a theme park at the back, South Bank. They had the World Expo and they had the theme park at the back. I went there. It was awesome. Rode the roller coasters. I think that roller coaster, I think it was a boomerang coaster. That's now I think it's in India somewhere. I think it's had a couple of different names to it and stuff, but last I looked, it was looking a bit run down. But so I think, yeah, maybe they just put them in anywhere over there or somewhere. Curtis, what do you think SeaWorld's next big investment will be? They are limited in space. They are to a point. Something like a flat ride or compact dive or looping coaster could probably fit into the old Sea Viper area. Yeah, you're right about that, actually. There's definitely something going to go in there, a flat ride for sure. Definitely space for what you're recommending there. I agree. Down the back, they need a draw card right down the back, maybe where like Castaway Bay is. I think something, rip out the playground, put a coaster in there or something like that. They almost need a ride. If you look at SeaWorld, San Diego or Orlando, and look at some of their roller coasters, they've got different kinds of roller coasters, sort of like marine themed ones. I think they'd find something that would fit. And I think one down there and one where you said the Sea Viper area for sure is definitely a spot for a new ride in there for sure. We'll have to watch the space. But I'm sure they will definitely be planning things for that, without a doubt. Why don't we have any highly themed indoor dark rides? I mean, Scooby would probably have to be. I mean, Justice League is actually quite highly themed. It is, theming wise. It is actually pretty good. Superman roller coaster has a pretty highly themed indoor dark ride section before you get launched, right? I like that with the earthquake and the flood, the water, police car in there. It's cool. Scooby's cool. Wild West Falls is pretty cool with the inside parts, or I guess maybe more the outside ghost town. So they can do highly themed. I mean, the Looney Tune River Ride was really highly themed back in its day. It was Gremlins was too, but I mean, yeah, we need one. We need one. So they can do it. They need one. Will Dreamworld ever bring back the big red car ride? I would say no. But they got a big red boat ride, so I mean, who knows? That I don't think there's space there to do that. It'd have to be in that area too, unless they rip out something like the Play School Humpty. I don't know, something else maybe. Excuse me. What's your favorite slide at Wet and Wild? Ooh, I quite like the Tornado is cool because I like the feeling of when you go out and you're in that funnel. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Other than that, I actually haven't been on the new ones at the back. I haven't been on those ones. So, yeah, probably Tornado because I mean I've been on Mammoth Falls and that's all right. Constrictor's pretty cool. It's not bad. I probably don't have an absolute favorite. I like them all different ones for different. They will give you different ride experience. So slide experience, I should say. But yeah, maybe once I go on the ones at the back, maybe I'll have a favorite after that. Hey Jaggs, do you know if they're updating the queue area at Scooby Doo? I don't know. I'm not sure on that. I don't think so, but who knows? But I don't think so. Pretty sure it's just new trains, tracks, a little refurb. The whole operational system's getting redone. I think some of the theming might be changed slightly, so it's not going to be drastic. But I think it's going to be overall a better ride experience, and I'm hoping that last dip at the end that broke your tailbone, I hope that's removed or smoothed out or something. It's like it's too steep and too fast for drop. I don't know. It used to get me every time. Kira's saying, I'm wearing your hat at the moment. A Jaggs hat. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Is a handy hint too. If it's getting a bit like discolored or whatever, just soak it. Just soak it overnight in cold water with a bit of vanish or something like that, and soap powder, and let it soak overnight, and then rinse it out, and then they come up pretty good again. Anyway, have you been on backwards of any of the roller coasters? Steel Taipan Tail Whip looks insane. No, I have not, and the reason why I got low blood pressure. I'm okay on most coasters. Some of the G forces it gets to me, but I haven't passed out, so that's a good thing. But if I get disorientated and like I put it this way, I've been on the spinning coaster like Dingo Racer, for example, at Aussie World. It's a wild mouse coaster, but they spin and you get some momentum on that sucker. Like it's full on. There makes me feel a little bit dizzy for a little while. Then once it's stopped and it's all over, you come right. Pretty good. But I think with tailspin, I would get disorientated like too much, and once I start getting disorientated, that's when like I really feel really sick. So for me, I don't think, probably don't think I'd ride that backwards. I haven't ridden DC backwards. Yeah, again, I don't know if that would how I'd feel after that. I don't know. So sometimes I don't want to risk it because if I do that and then I'm like completely crook and can't, if I'm in the fetal position in the garden or something, I've got filming to do, so that's not good. Not a good look either. So make the place look untidy. So yeah, I don't know if I'd do it. If the ride goes backwards like Jungle Rush, I love that. It's awesome, but I don't think I could do the full on like DC or something. Or definitely not the spinning seats. Definitely not. How many laps on Dingo Racer you doing on Saturday? Don't Don't know, but they certainly will not be consecutive laps. No way, because it does still take me a few minutes, 5 minutes or so to come right, and I don't want to ruin that. I got to drive 2 hours back to the Gold Coast as well, so I don't want to be sick. So I probably will ride it once or twice, and then just do filming and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still filming a video there as well, so I'm not just going for the day. I've got to put together a video. That's video for the week. So yeah. Anton, how are you, mate? Booked our flights for October. Awesome. Itching for Friday nights. Yeah, no, it's such an awesome event, eh? That's such a cool event. So hopefully it's a much better one this year. Hopefully we see some new mazes. That's what I can't wait for. Something to look forward to anyway. That's good. Hey, Kobe, the claw in the car park gives me vibes of Nemesis from the theme park worldwide when the tracks were in the car park. That's right. I remember seeing that too. Thanks, Kirst. Thanks for jumping on. No worries about you having to jump off. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it. I know I'm a bit behind in your comments, everyone, and I'm sorry for that. I'll catch up. We're getting there. We're getting there, which is good. I wish they replaced the Doomsday area with a cyborg roller coaster, with a cyborg animatronic similar to the one inside Justice League. That would be pretty cool. Absolutely, it would be pretty cool. That would be awesome, actually. They could do that. They could definitely do that. John, GC Party Bus. It's funny you say ice cream. It just went and got some. Fair enough. It's a warm night. Gremlins, I missed that amazing ride. Yeah, I missed that ride. And it wasn't even like advanced. It was just cool, you know? It was just cool. Do you have your own cartoon? My own cartoon? No, I don't. Sorry. Jason, Universal has built a brand new park in less time. It's taken Movie World to refurbish Scooby Doo. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. Interesting. Good point. That's a good point. Curtis, maybe a clone of the Flash, vertical velocity. Oh yeah, that's Six Flags. Vertical velocity. Six Flags America would be sick at the front of Movie World, on the northern side of the entrance behind the cafe, themed to Wonder Woman. That would look that would look cool there. That would look cool. You never know. They've put the Green Lantern on a very thin piece of embankment, so anything's possible, right? Anything's possible. It would look pretty good at the front. Absolutely. Michael, ever been on the teacups at Disney? I sure have. They make someone dizzy for 5 days. Yeah, no, yeah. I didn't go hard out though. I just went, with the regular, as minimal as possible. But you're right, that sucker. Yeah, you walk off and then you'd be spinning and falling on the ground. It's crazy. Anton, always uplifting on a Sunday evening when the family gathers around and we watch the latest episode of Jaggs Journeys as a family. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the support, and I'm glad you enjoy the videos. That makes me feel good. So thank you. Kobe, characters out every day at Movie World like Bugs Bunny? Yeah, they do. They come out every day. Some days are more frequent than others, depending on the time of the year. I would always suggest, as soon as you get into the park, head straight to the photo center. It's in the plaza at the back of the park. They will have a photo schedule or character meet and greet schedule for the day, for that specific day. All right. Go and see them. You can take a photo of it, and then you know where they're going to be at what time and who's going to be out. Because sometimes they could be down at the kids' tree, in the kids' area. Other times they could be down by the Wild West somewhere. You just don't know, or at the front. So that's the best option. and then you'll always see the character you want to see. Thanks for live stream and covering questions. Hopefully someone puts you in a corporate box for the air show. Thank you. Yeah, can only dream. Might need a Jaggs, a bucket hat to help. GC Tourism, perhaps. Yeah, well, you can get all that gear on my website. So yeah, GC Tourism. I love to do. I love to be like an ambassador for the GC. I feel like my content is for families, for people wanting to know stuff. I try and find out as much information as possible. If I don't know, I'll find out as well. I get a lot of people even just asking me random questions like, I'm coming to the GC, what's the best hotels, blah, 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 blah. So I could just say, I don't know, but I don't. I always say, well, where do you want to actually stay? What's your kind of budget? Because there's so many on offer. There's so many. If you're a family, you might want to stay at like the Paradise Resort or campground. They have the cabins. They have so many. They're awesome these days. Honestly, like they're top notch. So the big fours and that, they're great. They're amazing. They're water slides and everything. So I try and find out. And then if I don't know all the info, I'll try and at least say, try this website. Check this. So I try and be helpful. I don't know everything. Obviously, I haven't been to every single hotel or whatever, but I have lived here for 22 years. I do know the Gold Coast well. I know what's available. I've worked around the Gold Coast, for that period of time for 22 years. So it can help a lot of people out. Gremlins will come back when the Police Academy show returns. You know what? They do need to do both of those things. I think that's probably what would do it. What would really turn the park around, I think. But they got to do it well, and maybe this, don't do it the same, but maybe make it better, but not in a cheesy way. Make it better, like awesome way. I don't know what that means, but just better. Michael saying he'd like to see a coaster themed on Folklore, the Luck Dragon from Never Ending Story. That would be cool. Actually, that would be cool. Similar theming vehicles like Leviathan. Yeah, that would be cool. That was such a good movie, wasn't it? Such a good movie. A Never Ending Story. Absolutely. Are you going to be at an event where people can buy tickets to? Yeah, that's this Saturday. We're sold out now, I believe. We'll be having more of those ticketed events coming up. And I'll also be doing a meet and greet. I just haven't been able to squeeze it in. Literally, like it's just there's always something going on. But we're gonna look at all the schedules and things, and we're gonna make a date. So, most of you have met me anyway, but there's a lot of people that want to do it. So we'll do it, and we'll do some. I'll probably do something like some Jaggs merch. You might, those that attend will get something for attending, kind of thing. So I'll let you know when we do that. Motor coaster has got to go. It's past its time and just does not fit in with Dreamworld anymore. And just expand Rivertown into that area. I know they're looking at all options. It's funnily enough, from a guest experience perspective. Excuse me. I'm not talking about enthusiasts, just general guests actually enjoy motor coaster as a ride in that park. Their guest feedback surveys say that's one of the top favorite rides is motor coaster. So they've got that, and then they've got, okay, they know it doesn't kind of fit anymore. Do they just retheme? Do they take it out and put something else there? I know for sure they've got a plan for that. What we don't know, and obviously that's up to them because they've got to make sure they're making the right decision. And there's a lot to be considered for that, and again, a lot of investment. So again, we'll just watch the space, and when something gets announced, we'll find out, and we'll all share that with everybody. Dave, would you ever like to open your own theme park? No, I wouldn't actually. I've worked in theme parks for 11 years, and they're hard work. I mean, they're fun, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, sometimes it's certain people that don't make it fun, and no matter how much effort you put in, sometimes it's never appreciated. Um, and then the thing is, that if you're investing that kind of money yourself, if if something like COVID happens again, or where people can't go out, you need to make money. You need to make a lot of money from those parks, and there's only really three major revenue streams, and that's front gate ticket sales, food, or food and beverage that they call it, and retail. Right? Ticketing, so entry fees, tickets, food and beverage, and retail. That's really it. So you need a lot of tickets, you need a lot of bums on seats, you need a lot of attendance. So they got to be put in the right place. I mean, the ones in the States obviously have massive populations, so massive attendances. Places like Disney, Universal have massive attendance and massive people spend the money in those places. They make it easy for you to spend money. So then they've got a lot of more money to invest back into the businesses. I personally love going to enjoy the parks. I wouldn't want to own one. What a headache. Honestly, not for me. I mean, I enjoyed working in them. As I say, it's not easy work. People think, oh, it'd be just so fun to work out. It is. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool to walk around. There's Batman. Like, that's Batman. Like, and you do cool things there. Obviously, you work around roller coasters and all the fun, cool stuff. But it's still work and it's still a job, and there's pressure. And you got to perform, and like any job. So, I did it for 11 years, and I just had, in the end, I had no work-life balance. I didn't walk into a theme park for probably 6 months after I left. Just didn't want to. I'd had enough. But when I started going back as a guest and experiencing it, I started to like them again. And then that's when I decided, I watch all these US vloggers. Maybe I'll start that and just do that. I know a lot of information. I know what goes on, how things operate, insights, that kind of thing. So, plus I'm still friends with most of the people I work with, the management and everything, which is really good, because I think it's good when you have a good relationship and respect as well. So, you always got to do right by those people. But no, I wouldn't want to own it personally. Oh, Jamie. Hey, mate. Hope you and the fam are well. Yep, we're good. Thanks for asking. Jane's Rivertown Restaurant is a real hit. Absolutely. The food is amazing. It's cool to see the CEO, Greg, behind the bar as well, leading by example. Absolutely. And the busy times and that, he's in there making the cocktails, assisting, supporting the team. And I worked with Greg at Village Roadshow a number of years ago. In fact, he hired me, actually. So he actually hired me back in 2003, I think it was, or something like that. And he's always been like that. He's a people person. He never calls himself like the boss. We're a team, but he always leads by example. He doesn't expect you to do anything that he won't do himself. And he just creates that awesome culture. I'd work for him in a heartbeat, in a second. He's such a, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's in that job for a reason, because he's a smart guy, very intelligent person, but he's a real people person, but he knows how to get results, but he motivates you and pushes you to do that. And that's the thing. So, he's very appreciative of everyone's efforts. He'll expect a lot. He does expect a lot, but of course you have to. And look what he's done with Dreamworld. He's turned that around. He's got I think a great culture. Everyone, the team at Dreamworld, they love working there now. And the rest of the team, the management team that he's bought from other parks, again, are the same kind of types of people as well. So that's why, Dreamworld's going places, and they're a great bunch of people. But yeah, it's amazing to see. They're all hands on. Like, they're all hands on, those guys. even like the food and beverage commercial managers, retail. They're all hands-on people. You always see them. I know them. I know most of them now, and chat to them regularly, and they all do amazing jobs. Yeah, just great team. And like you say, it starts from the top. Hey Leslie, hey from Grafton. Thank you for jumping on. I enjoy every video that you post. Well, thank you very much, Leslie. I really appreciate it, and appreciate you watching the videos. Hopefully, you subscribed as well. And thanks for jumping on the live too. I appreciate it. Where are we getting? When are we getting Disneyland in Australia? If I can answer that question, I'd love to answer that question, but yeah, I'm not sure because I don't think Disney have actually been here. I can tell you for sure quite a number of times over the years looking around, not just Gold Coast. They have looked in Gold Coast. They have also looked in Sydney, and I think they came real close to even. I'm pretty sure there's even plans of like a Disney Sea. Or no, I think it was more. What was it? It was more of an entertainment precinct, I think, but maybe had a theme park part to it. It was different things they were trying to do, but I think it came back to population here, and because sometimes our theme parks on the quietest off peak times are really quiet. Like I remember days when I used to work at Movie World and that, and then there'd just be like no one around, just no one. You see like tumbleweed just flying down the main street in the wind, like there's nothing. But that happens as well. That's when you got to cut back on all your staff because your operational expenses are too high. You got to cut them back. You can't have a full team when you got no guests or little guests in the park. So Disney, are really big on is the population enough? So they got to be really smart about where they put it. But let's just hope. We can only live in hope. Park Pulse is on. Hello. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. See you at Sunny Coastin. It's going to be a great day. Thanks for the live show. No worries. Yep, definitely we will see you there. And no worries. Thanks for jumping on the live as well. I appreciate that. Curtis is saying, Movie World able to build in the area between DC Rivals and Top Golf, or is it a flood zone? So are you talking about at the front there? I think you're talking about the front. I'm not sure. Or are you talking about the side and down the middle there? I think there is, because obviously when it does really pour, that does flood through there. That creek goes right up. Probably something to do with that. Do you think Disney would have to purchase an existing park in Australia to start and rebrand, or start from scratch? They would start from scratch. They would want it done there. They have like secret passages under the underground and stuff that they would build in, because their characters pop up in different places. So, they can't just be walking, normal Mickey through like Frontierland or whatever. Like there's certain things that they do. They'd start from scratch and have it done right the first time, I would say. That's just my opinion, but I've heard many people say they want Dreamworld to bring back the old paddle steamer. I'm pretty sure. Well, the old paddle steamer fell apart and was scrapped, so they won't bring back the old one. I mean, they could build a new one, sure, but I don't think that's on the draw card. I mean, it would be cool. It would be nostalgic for sure, but I think they probably want to think about more like Disney. So like I mentioned on my video last week, well, if you go into the bar at Jane's, the bar is a boat, right? Basically, if you stand back, it's actually designed to look like a boat. And then there's a red and white striped sort of roof awning over one part of the bar. So if you imagine like kind of like the Disney Jungle Cruise, where they have maybe 8 or 10, or maybe was it 6 or 8, however many little boats with the little striped roofs on them. Imagine them all putting around with like maybe 12 people on each boat or something. And then they go around the island. There's little things happening, animatronics. That's what I think. They're definitely wanting to do something with that, because they wouldn't have refurbished that whole wharf area. at the side of Rivertown. So there's definitely a plan for something. Look, people are baiting YouTube videos with they're bringing back an old this and that. They are going to do something with that area for sure. But there's been no announcement. There's been nothing. So it's all speculation. But as I'm saying, what I'm saying, the little jungle boats, that's just what I'd like to see. All I know is they're going to be doing something in there, but there's no timeline on it. They would have a timeline probably, and it could be 5 years, but there'd be something on there. So probably just, for now, watch the space. I doubt we'll see a paddle steamer back in there. I'm pretty sure too there was, because of the size of that vessel, even though it's on a track, every time they had to depart, they actually had to. There's some laws around with boats, even though it's on a track inside a theme park, they had to contact. I think it was, I'm not sure. I don't know. Someone actually told me this from inside the industry. I'm not sure if it was a harbor master or someone in the marine world. Anyway, I don't know anything about marine stuff, but they had to say, okay, we're now departing this boat from here. So, but I think with little boats, like smaller ones, you don't have to do that. So I think there was some rules and regulations around something because it was a massive boat, right? So anyway, again, we'll wait and see. Nothing is going to happen until they say, this is what we're announcing, this is what's happening. Everything's speculation. Or, we'd like to see this or we'd like to see that. For sure, let's all say that. We would all like to see different things. And, sitting at Jane's restaurant by the window, especially like a rainy day, and seeing a paddle steamer come around, how cool would that be, right, to see that? But it would also be cool to see the little jungle boats coming around as well. Either way, it'd be cool. So whichever way they go, it'll be cool. We'll just have to wait and see what they're doing when they announce it. Do you know that to this day, Dreamworld have not demolished the old Blue Lagoon? Yeah, I do know that actually. Yeah, I think part of it might be, but you can still see obviously the volcano part there. Yeah, you're right. So they demolished the Big Brother studio area. And the Blue Lagoon, Gold Rush area. Yeah. I think the reason, pretty much the pools, I think it's all demolished. Other than, well, again, I haven't looked in there myself for a little while, but as far as I know, they were going to keep that volcano piece again as a piece of nostalgia, right? So people go, oh, that's from the old water park, and still have a look at that. That's the kind of thing they want to do, is because it's only like a top section anyway, kind of thing. So I think that's pretty much what they're gonna have left there, I think. When is Village Roadshow getting its hotel? Well, we don't know that either. I don't think they know that either. So it's funny because it was announced, it was shown an artist impression and and it went quiet. So I think they come up with a few issues. I don't know what that is. It might be power issues. I think I might have heard something to do with power, maybe. But anyway, yeah, I know that they definitely are still planning to do one. I just hope, and I've said this before, that it's not too corporate looking. That building that they showed us in the artist impression looked like a corporate hotel. Like, it didn't look like a family resorty place. Like, I wouldn't, if I looked at that, would I stay there, or would I stay in Surfers where all those other attractions are? I can go out for dinner and I can do attractions and keep busy. Unless that is going to include a whole heap of stuff and they're going to build stuff around it, arcades and other attractions. You'd really think about it. You'd want to put a bowling alley in there. You'd put a big arcade in there, a food court. You'd want to put all that stuff as well to give people a reason to stay up here. I mean, I know we've got Top Golf and we've got the Outback Spectacular restaurant. up this end of town. But I mean, is that enough to keep them? So yeah, maybe they're just trying to get it right or work out some of the issues. But it has gone quiet, and nothing more has been said. So we shall see. John is saying he just sent me an Instagram message. World's largest Jurassic Park, Bangkok 2025. What do you got there? Let's have a look. Are they building it already? Is that what they're doing? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. The world's largest Jurassic Park is set to open in Bangkok this year. Wow. That is it. So I need to read up on that. Is it Universal Studios they're doing it, or was it just someone? Because it's like the picture is in the circle is obviously like the gates to Jurassic Park. So that's interesting. If they're gonna, I haven't heard about that, and it opens this year, so that's pretty interesting. Where's that? Why on Thailand is the Instagram page by the look of it. Okay. Well, I'll have to look more into that. Thank you for sending that through. That sounds pretty exciting. I mean, that's cool. That would be awesome. I love the Jurassic Park section and rides at Universal Studios. I mean, it's probably my favorite there, actually. I love it. So good. Are Dreamworld ever going to build on the old Thunderbolt site? I genuinely reckon with the way Dreamworld are going with becoming a modern version of their old self, they could put a coaster there. You're definitely right about that. There's a lot of room out the back there. Definitely a coaster, easy, could fit out there. Probably even a couple of coasters, or massive ones. So, yeah, look, I know Dreamworld has a master plan, right? A master plan. And I'm talking, you got current year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, right? So we can expect massive developments and expansions and progress from Dreamworld over the next 15 years, for sure. No doubt also we'd probably expect that from the other parks too. But Dreamworld really does have space to do it, to do what they want to do, essentially, a lot. Some of the other parks are sort of restricted to a lot of points and degrees. So, I think Dreamworld is just going to become, amazing. Like, it's already looking amazing. It's going to become super amazing over the next probably 15, 20 years. So, I think all in all, it's really exciting. We'll just have to watch this space. Thunderbolt 2, we could call it Thunderbolt 2. Absolutely, we could. Be pretty cool. Can you do a concert one day? A concert? Do you mean a meet and greet? Kobe, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not a singer, that's for sure. Or I can rap. Well, at least I think I can rap. I probably can't actually rap, but Tower of Terror should go to Movie World, and we will have the tallest roller coaster again if they sold it to anyone else. Tower of Terror. Oh, yeah. And they'll have the tallest roller coaster again if they haven't sold it to anyone else yet. You never know. Yeah, it is. Pike Pole says it's interesting. Movie World still has the old Arkham Asylum sign up in the Wizard of Oz era. You're 100% right about that. I mean, we saw that, I think, opening day, and I seen it there, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to film that because I think that's, to me, it was like, that's, maybe they haven't quite taken that down yet or finished that painting yet. It's opening day. I don't want to show anything sort of bad, but the thing is, like, as you know, anyone can just walk behind that backdrop and look at Arkham security sign. And I don't understand why it's still there and why it's still actually accessible to the public. So maybe there's a reason we don't know. Maybe it's just an Easter egg. I don't know, but kind of an odd one. I want to ask someone about it. I do have someone I can ask about it, actually, who should know the answer to that. So I'll try and find out. Why it's still there. It could just be the fact that it's an Easter egg. Find the Easter egg. That's cool. It's not visible unless you go behind there. And people are, nosy, so they go, "What's behind here?" They want to see it. I can freely walk there. I'm not going behind a restricted area. And then, hello, there's the Arkham sign. So I don't know. It is a bit odd, but there's probably a reason somewhere that for that. I think so. We'll have to wait and see. I'll try and find out. I've been meaning to ask this person for ages, but they've been busy and they've been overseas and that. So anyway, we'll find out. What do you mean? We're not sure what you mean there. What happened to Arkham Asylum ride? It was dismantled. It was scrapped, and now there's two brand new roller coasters in that area, in the Wizard of Oz area. I love how Scooby-Doo movie was filmed here in Australia at Wet and Wild. Yeah, look, Scooby-Doo, that movie was filmed all around the Gold Coast, Brisbane, Tangalooma. Yes, even at Wet and Wild, there was a few scenes on the in that area, in the lagoon area. What's it called? What's it called? The Lazy River area. Anyway, why does the name escape me there? But anyway, the Lazy River. That it's a couple of scenes there where, in fact, if you walk in there, there's like a shanty town. That was definitely like those buildings when you first go over the bridge on the right hand side. Calypso Beach. Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I knew it was I was thinking ice cream. It's one of the ice block like names. Calypso. So yeah, as soon as you go over the bridge at Calypso Beach, to the right hand side, there's that shanty town, and there's a few scenes in the movie filmed there. In fact, one of my videos I did a little while back, one of my Wet and Wild videos, I actually put in some of the movie footage or stills, frame shots from like on the screen as well, so you could see there's a scene from the movie. Here it is here, and also there's a quad bike scene where they go. They had a green screen up behind where they're coming over and down, but pretty much, if you walk over that bridge into the Calypso Beach area, then stop halfway down, turn around, that's where the camera would have been, and then the quad bikes are coming towards you. They just had a green screen behind it with water or beach or whatever. But yeah, it was filmed in there. So there was certain scenes filmed inside there, which was pretty cool. Also at Main Beach, Lifeguard Tower number 20 at Main Beach, where Main Beach Pavilion is. That's the first scene where the Scooby van was parked up by the beach there, and they were cooking their barbecue inside the van. That was done right there. You can see Tower 20 in the shot. You can go there and take a photo and have a look. I love all that kind of stuff, that, places that were like movie locations. We don't have a lot here in the Gold Coast. We probably have more than we know. But yeah, there's probably more like recognizable ones like in LA or somewhere like that, of course. But I love all that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But you can, find all that info out. Did the Spooky Island rides exist? No, it was CGI. But the Spooky Island, again, was Tangalooma Island. Does Warner Brothers have any ownership of the park, or is it just for Village Roadshow? I believe that it's no longer owned by Warner Brothers. It's Village Roadshow, and there's a parent company, and then they pay for the use of Warner Brothers. So there's an identical park in Germany, and it was called Warner Brothers Movie World Germany. Now it's called Movie Park Germany. So if you go to YouTube, Movie Park Germany, it's identical. When I say identical, like almost identical. The front entrance looks the same. The main street, they got the same buildings. it was designed. The same people built this here, went over there and built that, and it was done to be identical, almost identical. Now that doesn't have the roof over Main Street, but our one never used to either. So it was, we've since put the roof over a few years back. But that park still has a Bermuda Triangle ride. So that was they built the one at SeaWorld, and then they went over and built that. That's still operational today. So if you like, I want to ride that ride, you just got to go to Germany. Just jump on a plane, go to Germany, and you can ride the Bermuda Triangle ride. I think it's called Area 51. So, if you maybe search up that, you'll see it. It's pretty much the exact identical ride. Pretty cool, and that was awesome. I love that ride. What events are coming up for Dreamworld and Movie World? So, let's think. So you'll have Dreamworld usually coming up soon. They'll have their street food festival. That's usually what they have in sort of around April, maybe something like that, March, April. They'll have that, and then they'll have probably the Winterfest event. Then they usually go into Spring County Fair, then into Halloween. That's sort of how that rolls. And look, they could throw another one in there. You never know. Movie World, I don't think they really have anything now until September school holidays, which would be the Heroes and Villains. I don't think there's anything else happening before then. I could be wrong. But I really don't think there is, unless they put something out before then. Bermuda Triangle was a great ride. Do you prefer the Storm Coaster? No, I preferred Bermuda Triangle. Definitely Bermuda Triangle. Cool. So I just wanted to mention again, what are we at? So Dreamworld, I think I covered what's currently down on maintenance at there for those that were asking. So Giant Drops should be reopening tomorrow. Sky Voyager reopens 5th of April, as does Serpent Slayer. So other than that, everything's open. Jungle Rush is back open. More theming starting to happen there. Waterfalls starting to happen. It's definitely looking amazing. Yes, there is a hidden secret room, just not revealed yet. So people think it's fake news. That you'll see it at some point. So anyway, what do we got? Movie World. My cat is scratching the, out of the window on the outside. She can hear me in here. Wants to get into scratching the fly screen. I can hear it. Anyway, gotta love animals. What am I doing? I'm looking for that. Okay, so Movie World. I think we covered off that one anyway. Batwing. That'll open on the 5th of April. So obviously for Easter school holidays, they want to be having these rides and attractions ready again. So Scooby-Doo, it just is still under maintenance. There's it still says it's set to reopen this year. So this year. Superman is also set to open on the 5th of April as well. Hopefully a new queuing area, but we will have to check that out and make sure as well. So we did touch on SeaWorld before as well. Again, check the apps, check out the park apps, because that tells you everything. Dreamworld's website tells you about their ride maintenance. Check them out before you visit. If you're planning a trip and you're going, I want to go on this ride, check out the maintenance schedule first. You don't want to get to the park and it's down on a month's maintenance and you didn't check. It would be disappointing. So that's always my number one handy hint. Do you think they should make a theme park here on the Gold Coast based on metal and punk and grunge bands? I'm not. I don't think a theme park, but they could certainly make an attraction based on that. I mean, they'd definitely get people attending like an attraction, and you know, like it could be some kind of an experience or something like that. If it's done right, people will go for sure. And Gold Coast, you know, plenty of people here enjoy all that kind of thing. Lots of different things. You never know. Jamie's asking for any more clues on the secret room and Jungle Rush. Can't give you any more clues or anything, but yes, we'll show you when it opens, when it's ready. Nathan's saying, excuse me, any news on the Wave Park development in the Parkwood Golf Course area? That's a good question, mate. I know that is going ahead, definitely. I haven't been actually down there to check it out, but someone I know is actually quite high up in the company that's actually building that, so or running and in charge of all that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's based off one in the US, which is pretty unreal. So it's going to be exciting. Actually, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. Carly's asking, how many pets do I own? I just have one cat. And that's probably enough. We did have two. Well, we kind of adopted one that sort of found its way to our place, but we had to obviously take it in and get it. It wasn't chipped actually, so yeah, they had to. We decided that one cat was enough for us. In the end, they used to fight a lot, so wasn't good. Anyway, is there a lounge fly in the background? Yeah, my wife's also a collector of. There you go. There's a Gremlins one, and that Gremlins one has a Santa hat that you can clip on. I had the Santa hat on it actually at Christmas time. Clip the Santa hat on that one. And over here is it Simpsons? No, it's Disney. That one. There are a few more other lounge fly bags around. Not as many as Pops, but yeah, there's a few there. I was just looking at my light in the background. It's way too bright, isn't it? There you go. Anyway, it sort of tends to flare out a bit in this light. I'm not sure. Do you have any favorite hip hop albums? Yep. Probably. I have many actually. I like the old school, like De La Soul. Definitely NWA in the 80s. Like NWA is pretty cool. Naughty by Nature, probably the earliest stuff. I actually got to meet them as a band, so as a group. That was really cool. So, Notorious B.I.G. obviously. There's heaps. Yeah, probably first and foremost, I do love hip hop R&B. I also like, anything upbeat. As you probably tell from the videos, I chuck a lot of upbeat music in there, so just has a good vibe. So I kind of like a lot of styles of music. When could we see King Claw parts? I would say there's actually most of that. Some of it would probably be already on site, I'd imagine, but it won't be too far away. I mean, they've pretty much completely cleared the land now. They're breaking up the concrete. We'll start to see a heck of a lot of groundwork going, and then we'll start to see footings, and because the thing's going to be facing different ways. So, and obviously it'll be a wider stance than the other one. So, look, I would say in the next, few months, we'll start seeing King Claw rise. That's what I think. The Fast and Furious coaster looking great. Yeah, I mean, when I was at Universal last year, I did feature the construction on my video. Obviously now it's at a lot further along. It opens next year. I reposted a video that someone had, Universal had launched, and it was a bit of both, kind of animated of what it's going to look like and the real time. And tell you what, it's that is going to be one unreal coaster. Probably will make me sick. I would think, because of the drifting motion and the backwards and then spinning motion as well. So, but yeah, you'd have to ride it, right? You'd have to do it at least once, at least. Have you been to Japan? I went during Christmas, and Disney over there is unreal. No, I haven't actually. It's on our bucket list. In fact, it's on we have a list of places we want to go, and we're trying to aim to get there. Japan's definitely more affordable than US right now. US flights are still very expensive. Exchange rate's ridiculous. Accommodation's very expensive. Everything's expensive over there. I just can't get to. It's crazy. But Japan, like, the dollar is almost, it's close to parity. It's close to being the same. So, and you can get cheap flights. Jetstar, they do the return flights for free if you get on the right deal there. But even now, you can get, I think there's a sale on at the moment. You get some pretty cheap flights. Like even Japan, or like it's Tokyo, or even Osaka, even over to Seoul, because I mean that's only like a 2-hour flight from Japan anyway. So yeah, hopefully, I've heard Disney there is incredible, and Disney Sea is probably one of the best Disney parks in the world. So I'd love to get there. And I know a little bit of Japanese, only a little bit. But that's when I guess the translator apps, your best friend, I guess. Do you remember when Dreamworld had the chairlifts and SeaWorld? Yeah, I went on those definitely many times. You probably these days they probably wouldn't have them because they weren't really that safe. There was just this little metal bar that just anyone could just slip out. I don't know how no one did. I think once someone might have actually, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, crazy. When's your wife going to be in one of your videos? She's actually been in some of the videos over the time. So, but yeah, they're a bit sort of camera shy, I suppose. They do behind the scenes stuff. They help me out with a lot of my Jaggs Journey stuff. They're usually always most of the time at the parks with me, and not every time, but like most of the time. So yeah, my wife and my daughter, they assist with with supporting the channel, and if I need help on Instagram stuff, posting reels, whatever, they'll help me with stuff as well. So as a family, we're into the theme parks and attractions and everything. So we actually do a lot of the stuff together. They just don't like to be front of camera. And sometimes you see footage of someone filming me, like a few times there's been me and someone filming me. Well, that's usually my wife filming me. So yeah. More behind the scenes. There was talk of Disney execs scoping out Melbourne. Yep, there was last year. The place has more seasons than Inside Out, and has emotions. And I think that's the issue. Like, I couldn't think of a probably worse place to put. I mean, no disrespect to Melbourne. I love Melbourne actually, but it's from a weather perspective. You're more. Yeah, it's better off coming up, putting it in like somewhere like here, Gold Coast, or Queensland, because most of the year it is actually sunny most of the year, so it's great theme park weather. Down there, well, I guess I don't know. Look at Japan. It's snowing at the moment, and Osaka, it's snowing. Still, it shouldn't be. It should be like 15 degrees this time of year, but I think it's like around what's snowing. So I think it's like less than 5, less than 0 even. So those parks are still open and trading, right? So, but I think it makes it more pleasant when it's actually beautiful weather most of the time. Because when it rains here and pours, I still go to the parks, and a lot of people do, but it does impact attendance. So yeah, I think they've got to really look at the bigger picture. Melbourne has great space for it, I guess, land, and population, all the rest of it down there compared to here, probably. But yeah, I don't know. They'll make the right call one day. They'll make the right call one day if it ends up coming here. Building at the back of Movie World, yeah, it's just back of house stuff for their. It's probably based on the height of it, something to do with floats, storage or parking for floats, to be out of the sun and that. But it's definitely back of house. Nothing to do with front of house. Someone's just creating excitement over nothing, really. To be honest with you, it's a back of house area. What else we got here? Not sure if that's one we just read. We wanted to do 5 days at Disneyland, California, and it'll cost us $4,000 for 5 days. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just so expensive. I mean, it's so worth it, right? If you're into, like, we love Disneyland, Disney parks. We've done those ones many times. But the last time we did Disney was probably like 9 years ago. Over there, we did California and Disneyland. I was there in LA last April last year. I just went over by myself for about a week, and I didn't go to Disney. I just did Universal and some of the attractions around Hollywood and all around there. That was expensive enough just for that short trip. I've nearly paid it off. A year. That's the thing. Like, you got to get loans. I mean, I get support from you guys, coffees and things like that. YouTube pays a little bit of money, but then again, I've got to pay a lot of tax. So every 3 months, I've got to pay like over $1,000 to the tax department. And then there goes your money you've earned. So it's like, time you take all that out of it and like upgrade equipment, camera, audio, all that kind of stuff, hats, shirts, tickets, food, experiences to put videos together, there's nothing much left over. I mean, that's why I work full time, because like you can't do this full time unless you got, I reckon you'd have to have close to 100,000, maybe 50, 60,000 plus subscribers to do this full time. And then you're about to do more videos. So the more videos you do, the faster your channel's going to grow. I work full time during the week. I'm restricted to time, so I can only do one video a week. Sometimes I do two if I'm pushing myself on the weekend, but that's all I do in the weekend. I work during the week. Saturday, I'm filming, editing. Sunday, release. Back to work Monday. That's my life. I do things like this Wednesday, fortnights. I do podcasts every other second Wednesday. I'm busy doing other things during the week as well, and plus I still got to do normal stuff like everybody else around the house and all that. So it's I'm restricted to time, but if you could do it full time, you're about to pump out a lot more content. YouTube pushes your videos out more when you can do more videos. I'm restricted to that right now, but hey, one day it would be the dream would be to do this full time. That is a dream. I don't think it'll ever be a reality unless we can get everyone who watches the videos to subscribe, because like I was saying earlier, 80% of the people that watch anyone's YouTube video actually don't even subscribe. So I need to get the people to subscribe somehow. So help share the channel. It's a good channel, right? Hopefully people like it. So anyway, one day then, yeah, the plan is to do more traveling and then to do a lot more content. But at the moment, restricted to the old cashola, like most people. Anyway, any new updates on the new slides of Wet and Wild? Nothing specific. They are doing pouring concrete, doing work around there. So nothing's been announced yet, though. Do you have a rough idea of the cost of the Dreamworld Halloween event tickets? If I can't remember, but if you do want to go back to my Dreamworld Halloween video last October, I usually at the front of the video I'll usually say, hey, this is the cost to get in. Pass holders usually get a free ticket to redeem, which is so free for us, but I'm thinking it was like maybe $50, maybe $60 something like that for adults, and maybe a little bit cheaper for kids, maybe something like that. But yeah, I would have said it on the video, so I think that's roughly what around about ballpark. Have you been to Victoria Point before? I have. Yes, I have. Can cut Tokyo Disneyland accommodation costs in half if staying at the surrounding partner hotels. Grand Nico was amazing and had a number of Disney stores internally. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I have heard that too. Someone mentioned to me that they stayed at the Toy Story Hotel in Tokyo, but they said it wasn't really like, they said it was really good, but they said it wasn't that expensive because it wasn't like a full blown like Disney hotel. Is that right? I mean, they reckon it was affordable. But I mean, what someone says is affordable for them might not be affordable for someone else. But yeah, I haven't looked at the pricing myself. But yeah, but that's really cool. So Grand Nico, okay, Grand Nico. I'll write that down and check it out. Grand Nico. It's always good to check that out. I mean, it's the same as Anaheim, Universal California Studio City. But if you stay at the themed hotels, you're paying a premium. You stay around a little bit out, just a block away, like you say, partner hotels, usually a lot cheaper and just as nice. And like you say, they usually also, like I don't know, in America, pretty much every hotel around Anaheim has Disney stores, has a shop of Disney products in it. Even the streets have Disney filled shops. Pretty cool. How was it like meeting Greg? Are you talking about Greg from Greg's Kitchen, I assume? When I met him at Dreamworld a couple of weeks ago, but he was awesome. Great guy. It was really awesome meeting him, actually. So yeah, he even emailed me a couple of days or a day or so after that, and we've been sort of chatting a couple of times. So yeah, I sort of said it'd be cool to get him into a theme park. He doesn't have a ticket, but we could arrange something, probably like to review some theme park food. Maybe him and I can do that, but you never know. I mean, he's a lot bigger than I am, so but he seemed like a really just genuinely nice guy. So we'll see. That was cool. What's your top 3 rides at the Gold Coast? Maybe top 3 in the Gold Coast. I'd say Leviathan, Jungle Rush, and probably Wild West Falls. Probably theming. I love theming, and I love water rides. Probably for me. Dreamworld is doing some really good promotion at the moment, like inviting yourself and others for the last ride of the Claw, and gifting things to theme park content creators. Look, Dreamworld, they understand the benefits of content creators. So providing the content creators are doing the right thing by the parks, that's important. Those that don't probably won't get invites or things. That's all I can say. I don't know. I don't ask. It's really nice to be invited and to be asked to attend things. And look, some things I can't go to. I mean, I work full time, and I was just fortunate that Claw was like before 8 o'clock in the morning. We had to be there at 6 a.m. So I start work at 8:30. So that was easier. Did it all before work. That was lucky. But if it was 10 a.m., I probably would have had to have asked for the day off, which probably wouldn't have been approved, and then I probably wouldn't have been able to go. So just, luck of the draw. But yeah, definitely, like in the States, the parks use content creators, the ones that do the right thing by them. They do, they do invite them to a lot of things because they know the power of social media, and the reach that we've got. And that's the thing, is we can reach a lot of people through our content and platforms. They only usually, well, they're on a couple of platforms as well, but they know they can get more from us. So, yeah, so I think they see the value in that, and that's really good, and they're using it to their advantage. So it's really good to see that at Dreamworld is actually doing that. It's certainly not expected, and you know, it's really nice though to get that given or offered, I suppose. So it's pretty cool. Do you have any shirts on your favorite artists? Well, I like music. I do have Naughty by Nature shirt. It's a few over the years. I definitely had heaps growing up, but obviously as time goes by, the t-shirt gets wrecked or too small, because it shrinks. Of course, it's t-shirts shrink. I don't get bigger, maybe, but yeah, I haven't got too many at the moment. Currently, definitely Naughty by Nature. Still have that one, my favorite. I wish King Claw could swing a full 360 like the SX360. Yeah, I'm not sure if that model can, but you see, the interesting thing was SX360 didn't used to, and they had to do some upgrade to it to make it go the full 360, apparently. So maybe, you never know. Would you ever be famous in the future? I don't know. I don't know. Some say I'm famous now. I don't think I am, but I mean, I think to be famous, you got to be a singer or an actor or something big, I think. So no. What are the new videos are you doing soon? You have to just subscribe and follow and wait and see, because there's plenty on the pipeline. Kaz says, "Hey Jaggs, can you please give a shout out to Anton and Jaden who are watching you now?" Hey Anton and Jaden, how's it going? Thank you for watching my live stream and for joining in. And no doubt you watch the videos as well. So thank you so much for watching Jaggs Journeys on YouTube. It's really appreciated. I appreciate you staying up to 10 o'clock to watch this live stream. You can watch it also later as well. In fact, we will be wrapping up soon because I'm conscious of the time, and especially for those watching from other states, that it might be 11 o'clock in or whatever. So, but yeah, thank you very much. What do you think is the next ride that is reaching its end of its life at Movie World? Ooh, Movie World. What are you mentioning? Wild West Falls. Yeah, look, it could well be that ride. Although they do spend a lot of money on the maintenance of that ride, because it's down. Usually, it's down for a good month or 3 every year. So, but I don't know. I mean, other than that, yeah, I don't know. Probably that one, but again, they do a lot of work on that. What do I do during the week? I'm a sales and business development manager. Pretty sure this is his job. I wish. No, it's not. This is my hobby. One day it could be my job, but no, I work full time. I do sales and business development for a company. Yeah, so that's why I'm also busy Monday to Friday. So everything I post on Instagram is scheduled during the week. So a lot of work gets put in at night time for scheduling stories and posts and things. So it may look like I'm doing stuff every day, but it's all I am doing stuff every day, but it's done at night, scheduled to release at certain times, just to keep that side of things going. And then other people give me stuff during the day or whatever. I'll check it at night, and then I post that as well. So yeah. Yeah, we don't have daylight savings here. Absolutely. Is my house 2 stories? Yes. Do you used to work for a company that paid you for doing videos? What do you used to work for a company that paid you for doing videos on the parks? No, it's just a hobby. This is just a hobby. Totally a hobby. And they wouldn't let you in the parks. No, that's not. No, that's never happened. No, there was the company I used to work for. I used to sell beverage drinks, right? And then there was an issue they believed with a park that was filming at that I was promoting drinks and I wasn't. So hence why I left that company, because you know, they can't control your life. So, see you later. So no, never that. Yeah, there was the park. Like I could always go to the parks. It's just they said they didn't want me to film for a period of time while they're looking into what my content that I was filming. They thought it was a conflict of interest. So turns out it wasn't. However, I got my lawyers involved, and that's past history anyway. So, but no, I chose to leave that company. So that's yeah, gotta you gotta do what's best for you, and you can't let other people control you. So yeah, they thought it was a conflict of interest on their products and things, and I was like, man, I'm not even filming your product. I'm filming the rides. I'm filming the parks. So once I got a lawyer involved and realized, they said that they got nothing on you, like they're just sparking up the wrong tree totally. But I just thought I don't want to work for people that feel they need to do that. So I work for an awesome company now, and I can do what I want in my free time, of course. So they don't worry what I do in my free time. So anyway, that was a pass. But no, I've never been banned from any parks or anything. Someone said, "Oh, you've been banned from YouTube last year." I think it was last year, yeah, when I couldn't film videos. I'm like, I can still go in there and do what I want to do. It's just I couldn't film because I was still working for a company, and you got to do the right thing by the company because you work for the company. But during that time, I was talking with my lawyer, and I was like, "This is wrong," and they're like, "We agree, this is wrong." So yeah, I'm just like, I'm getting another job. I don't want to work for people like that are telling me you got to delete your channel and that. And it's like, no way, I'm not deleting my channel. So hence why I don't work there anymore. Anyway, you asked the question. That's the answer. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you jumping on. Awesome. Love all the pops in the background. You know how many you have? Oh, I don't actually. There is a count somewhere, like on an app that you keep track of. Might be like 500, maybe 400, something like that. Not too sure. Something like that. Anton's off. Yeah, we're going to wrap up too anyway, because I think everyone's getting a bit tired, and I've been chatting for ages, and you guys have been awesome, by the way. But I appreciate everyone's involvement and interaction as well. So thanks, Anton. Appreciate you, the family. Thank you, mate. We'll enjoy the cartel event, Sunny Coasting on Saturday. Thank you so much. That'll be the video for this week. Why did you not make videos Why did you not make videos that last year when you said your company was selling your merchandise at the Gold Coast theme parks? No, it was nothing to do with my merchandise. It was just, again, like I said before, I worked for a drinks company, and they thought that because I was doing this kind of like theme park content, and they sold drinks, oh, that's a conflict of interest. It was not a conflict of interest, but I respected them, and they said, can you not film anything for a while we're looking into everything? I'm like, sure, that's fine. But again, got the lawyers involved. They said they can't tell you to do that. They can't tell you to shut your channel down. Told them I won't be doing that, but I will be leaving because I do not want to work for them anymore. So that's what happened. Nice and simple. Any updates on the new slides of Wet and Wild? Other than what we've just sort of said about they are doing concreting there. They are definitely doing work around there, but they haven't released what they're actually putting in its place as yet. So we'll have to wait and see. As soon as we know more, we'll obviously post something and let you guys know for sure. Park Pulse, thanks for the stream. Have a good week. Thank you. You too. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it very much. J Prodigy's out of here as well. We're wrapping this up as well. Thank you all for jumping on to the live stream once again tonight. And again, this is on. I do this every second Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. So feel free to jump on. It usually goes for 2 hours. So we've been going tonight for 3 hours, I believe, nearly. So thank you all so much. You've all been great. Very, very interactive and awesome questions and good conversations. And I appreciate that very much. That's what it's all about. Let's just have a chat through everything to do with theme parks, attractions, events here and around the world if you need to as well. Happy to chat about those. But thank you all so much. I appreciate you all saying goodbye and thanks for jumping on. Looking forward, definitely looking forward to Saturday at Aussie World. It should be awesome. And I'll have the video out hopefully on Sunday night for that sunny coasting as well. So anyway, appreciate the support, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Again, 80% of the people that watch don't subscribe. That's normal for any YouTuber. So appreciate that. If you love the content, feel free to share the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Muchly appreciated. Anyway, guys, have an awesome week. Great weekend ahead as well. Good night to everyone. And what? Before I leave, I want to ask if you're the best? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, hope you all have an awesome week. Thanks for coming on the live tonight and back here in 2 weeks again. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey. Good night.